You ever want to put things where they don't belong? You know what I mean. Like jamming an AK-47 magazine into an AUG, or cramming a belt into an MP5K, or maybe even slamming a 50 BMG into a shotgun. Okay, maybe you shouldn't try these things in real life. Yes, the other day we got what could be the biggest update ever to Phantom Forces, coming with new guns, rebalancing of most attachments, and biggest of all, new grenades. But along with all these fancy new spangled doodads and silly goofy whatevers, comes with some evil items, things that look like a witch has in fact put a curse on them. Items of which I'll be showing off today. So grab that popped corn and that creamed ice and let's get into it. Starting off simple enough, we have an AUG A2, probably the least used of all the AUGs, but they added a 7.62x39 conversion with a nice banana shape magazine. That mag can only mean one thing. Comparing it to a typical AK with the same exact attachments, we're getting worse overall damage by like a lot less ammo in each magazine, a slightly slower reload time, worse damage range, I could go on. However, you get a lot better overall accuracy, a faster time to kill, and a much higher fire rate. TLDR, the trade-offs aren't that bad. It's okay. You can now put a belt onto the MP5K, but you have to ask nicely, and be using the HK51B. Basically, now they give you the option to add a short barrel and a vertical grip to the HK51B, which allows you to basically turn it into what is quite literally a very angry MP5K with big angry bullets on a long angry belt. Do you get that it's angry yet? It's actually not the worst, but okay, it's pretty bad. Finally, the Colt LMG has tiny magazines. We've all been asking for weeks, months, years even in some cases. We've all just wanted very small magazines on the Colt LMG. Totally, I'm not lying, right? For some reason, they thought it'd be a really cool idea to give us the ability to turn the M16A3 into a wide handguard M16A3 with less fire rate and recoil like I'm trying to shoot while standing on a freshly waxed buttery floor. I've got to be honest though, there's something mildly enjoyable about having a gun with recoil like this. It makes it feel like you're really holding onto something that's actually powerful. I wouldn't recommend anybody build a tiny magazine called LMG. That's all. Moving on. Break time. It'd be awesome if you considered hitting that subscribe button, if you haven't already, of course. And turning channel notifications on is cool as well. And if you're really enjoying the video, consider hitting that thanks button to show your support. All right, now deal with whatever the shenanigans are next. What happens when you take an obscure Russian SMG, Gorilla Glue, and a whole lot of brute strength? You get a magazine glued to the back of your gun. There's not much about this that I can really say that couldn't be summed up with your accuracy is bad when you replace a stock with more ammo, but actually your hip accuracy goes up quite a lot, so it's not useless, and you get 2 more magazines in total. Neat. On the topic of Roblox war crimes, shotguns, specifically sporting shotguns, that are cut down to fit into your pocket. We now have the ability to take this big, beautiful, frankly wall piece, then butcher it with a handsaw, and get this, a tiny version of itself. With it, you can run a lot faster and aim faster at the cost of worst accuracy, recoil, damage range, muzzle velocity, and the list is unending. It's a silly meme for a silly man, but I am not that silly man. Obscure DMRs are just better whenever you make them look disgusting and give them a trigger that shoots twice. Said no one, because they'd be wrong. Very wrong. The binary trigger allows for you to hold left click and shoot once and release left click to shoot again, giving you 2 bullets per trigger pull. Despite having an insane safety hazard in itself, it just seems useless on... Holy crap, why am I getting so many kills? God, why is it so ugly though? The sniper everyone unlocks at level 38 goes, huh, that's neat, and then immediately goes back to literally any other sniper. Has had an auto conversion for quite some time, which itself is no stranger to this channel actually, but they decided the funny quirky hee thing to do with it would be to double its ammo capacity. Why? It's in the other tab now too, rather than the ammo tab, which opens up even weirder builds where I can add the 9.6 conversion, which does almost 60 damage a hit and can one-shot headshot at most average ranges. Fully automatic as well. I don't know why. I don't understand. If you ever wondered what happened if you put a 50 caliber sniper round into a shotgun, please see someone immediately, you aren't thinking clearly. But second, I'm gonna answer that question for you. The Saiga 12 is a new 50 BMG conversion which turns your Saiga 12 into a worse BFG. I'll save you some time and just say that the only real thing that's better are the multipliers, but at that point literally just use the BFG. Even for the funnies, it's not worth buying. And of course you could do the same thing with the Saiga 12U, making it into the Saiga 50U. Just don't. I don't even have to explain this one. Well, that's basically most of the setups that I could build which are cursed as a part of this new update. If you have any of your own cursed builds, let me know. This update's been kind of cool, but since it didn't have all the content that was in the test place, it was a little bit disappointing, but overall, it was welcome. What do you think of the new update? Alright, cool, bye.
Once you go in there, you gotta see the little...
Oh,
little
oh!
Yeah, I know. You're gonna.
Oh, we gotta run.